What's up, everybody? It's your boy Enrico Suave, and I just wanted to do a quick video for you guys. I didn't get to do it yesterday because my power went out. So when my power went out, I was in the middle of smoking a brisket. I was trying to figure out how to get the thing going, and eventually I was able to get it going. But we're here in the living room right now because my wife's taking a nap. She's tired, which is, she's fine. But I wanted to bring you guys a video because yesterday when we had the storm, a storm came through. Like, man, it was crazy. 30-minute storm came through, wiped out the power, everything. But I want to show you guys I got some new gloves. So it's kind of like an unboxing, but not really because I already took them out. But I don't know if I told you guys, but I joined a Muay Thai class. Well, I joined an MMA gym, so I can go to any of the classes, but the one I like the most is the Muay Thai gym. The Muay Thai class, I apologize. And the instructor was kind of like adamant that the Muay Thai gloves, he wanted me to wear Muay Thai gloves or whatever. Like, it doesn't really matter because I didn't have any. So, just want to show you guys these ones I did end up getting because I just want, I was curious. A long time ago, when I was doing Muay Thai before, I remember liking them because they were so fluffy for sparring. So this time I decided to go with a different brand. I had Twins before. I've never had a pair of Fairtex, but I don't like that they don't have a grip bar. I like a grip bar. So I went ahead and I went with Yakao or Yokao. This is what I got here. They are red. Well, I mean, this to me was the best design just because it's red, white, and blue. I love red, white, and blue. A little bit of blue and yellow there. And got them in, let me see. There you go. 18. So I got these 18-ounce gloves. They're really fluffy, and now I will have no mercy upon anyone's soul. They have this little padding right here to kind of block head kicks, which I blocked one. We did some sparring on Saturday. Whereas I don't know if you guys can see this, but got a little shiner here, little stuff here, and the inside of my leg is purple. So hence why I'm sitting down right now. I mean, I'm usually sitting down when I do the videos, but I'm sitting down today. I'll probably work out later though, so it's not that bad. I thought it was gonna be bad, but it's been, that was Saturday. Today's Monday. Happy Labor Day to everybody. And yeah, so that's pretty much what yesterday it was tough. But here we go. I got the Yakaos in 18 ounces so that I can pretty much destroy people's lives. These are made in Thailand. Let me see, it says premium quality leather, handmade in Thailand. These were 200, which is like the most expensive that I can find of Muay Thai style gloves. They sell Twins on Amazon, but I'm not buying Twins anything anymore because they ripped me off from the factory. But I love those gloves, and these are pretty similar to those gloves. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like these gloves. So there they are. Lots of fluffy padding for blocking kicks. I guess a lot of this is emphasized towards blocking, and there's a lot of, the good thing I like is it's just a thick cushion, so when you do punch somebody with it, I mean, it's very protective, and that's my thing. I like a more protective glove when I'm sparring with somebody, which, that's why I wear 18s, because that's what I like to do. So I didn't get these till yesterday. Okay, so that means when I did my sparring, I had some different gloves, which is the next thing I'm going to show you guys. These are the Yokao. I'll let you guys know how these hold up. Maybe I'll do a little bit of bag work later and show kind of what these look and feel like. The one thing I like about them is they feel light, so I'm going to go ahead and weigh them too later. So here's the other one. This one has Yokao across the top. It's like a backgammon style, which I just like because it's red, white, and blue. So red, white, and blue, you know, I love those colors. And then it's got the little, I mean, I'm not sure what this means, but to me it looks like Dragon Ball Z stars, 1-star Dragon Balls. And I get it, you know, obviously they're just stars, but I mean, I don't know. I like that it looks to me like a Dragon Ball Z kind of thing. Red and black here. They even had some red and black ones, but I like the blue and red, white, and blue. So, anyways, got the thumb attached here, webbed in, which I think Twins is the same way. This reminds me very much of Twins. I don't have a Twins to compare it to right here, right now. I gave my pair away to my friend who badly needed to retire his gloves. And I was just like, look, man, I just can't even stand that you use those. I mean, the gloves were just completely destroyed. I don't know how you even use gloves like that. But, you know, people do. People do. Anyways, you could see how that stitching it's so strange, the way they stitched it. They stitched it here from the bottom and then like across. This is your cuff. But they're stitching also I guess that's the stitching also of the strap that goes across. I mean, we'll see. They should hold up pretty well. Someone at the gym told me he had some for 2 years that lasted him 2 years, and he used them every, you know, all the time. We'll see. In my opinion, in my previous experience, like the Twins, they did last a while, but the padding breaks down. And it may look fluffy, but when you hit someone, your knuckles go right through it, and that's kind of how they wear out. But they still look good. Like, you could probably still hit the bag with them or whatever. But in my opinion, the padding breaks down quicker. And it was just funny because the Muay Thai instructor was telling me that he likes Muay Thai gloves. He thinks they're like superior to other gloves. I'm like, no, they're not, dude. I'm telling you right now, they're not. But anyway, when I went, I took 2 pairs of gloves. Okay. Now, the first pair of gloves I took was these gloves. These are my new sporting gloves. Okay. These were the first pair of gloves I wore in the sparring. Now, I don't know how much you're going to be able to see this, but you can kind of see it throughout this glove that some of the silver came off, like right here in the middle. I mean, it's right there. You can see that the silver's coming off here. This is the left hand, which, you know, I was a little surprised, but we were in a cage. So they locked us in the cage and, you know, we went at it. There it came off some here. I'm not sure how this is going to show up, guys. I'm really not. But there's some missing here. Some missing right there. And there's some missing right here on the edge. Just a little bit, but look at the right glove. Now the right glove, this one got beat up. This one got beat up pretty rough. Has a lot of, I mean, I put a big scratch in the leather right here. So you can see that for sure. But you can, as I go down, you can see the discoloration of the silver coming off of it. Which, you know, this is like obviously it's metallic because it's silver. But, yeah, you can really see I mean, this was one person. I sparred for 2 rounds. We sparred for 2 rounds, and this is what happened to the gloves. So when we came out, since I was the first one, thank you, that's my daughter over there, poking her head in. But, so for 2 rounds, I sparred with these gloves, and, I mean, I looked down and I saw that I was messing them up. And I was like, oh, dang, you know, especially this piece. I was a little potentially upsetting because, you know, obviously you don't want to ruin my gloves. But I'm not sure if this was from the cage because I was, you know, I had them up against the cage. So when I have people up against the cage, I kind of try to hold them there and do my work on the inside and get to them that way. So I don't know if this is from the cage. So if it's from the cage, yeah, you know, you're gonna rough your gloves up. So I went ahead and changed these out with my backup pair that I brought. Now the backup pair that I brought, since these are 16 ounce, new sporting. I love these gloves. I love them. You know, and I shouldn't have. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest, but I did it. I sparred. I didn't hold back in there. I mean, I tried to conserve energy, but what I'm saying is when I was sparring in there, I wasn't like, oh, I don't want to get to the cage because my gloves, I don't want to, I didn't know. I was just, you know, I'm sparring in there. You're sparring in there, you're sparring in there. All right. So I went ahead and brought my backup gloves. And my backup gloves were these fly gloves, 18 ounce. And I sparred with these gloves the same exact way I sparred with the new sporting gloves. Nothing. They look nothing, not even so much as a mark. I can't find anything different from this gloves. And I would argue that I put people on the cage more aggressively with these. So these were probably more than likely pressed up against the cage, because I remember it pretty vividly. I had people up against the cage and I was doing my work right there. That's where I was really doing my damage, was, you know, getting people in the cage, because I can't move around with these little guys. They move too fast. So I corner them, get them up against the cage, and then I start doing my damage right there. For the most part, not saying I didn't, you know, do other things, do leg kicks and little couple body kicks and stuff, but I wasn't confident in my head kick yet, just because I'm just not balanced enough. I'm just too, you know, the weight is messing me up. And when I used to head kick before, I wasn't this heavy, so kind of tough to try to get it right. But yeah, so that you can see here, I mean, this is the left glove, and I'll show you the right glove. Here's the right glove. My daughter's here in the living room with me. So yeah, there's the right glove, and nothing. I mean, not any kind of discoloration on this. The 18 ounce Fly X 8 silver glove, which is, you know, I guess supposed to be a metallic silver, but it's not. It's not. Man, I don't know. I don't know that you would call this gray or silver. I guess it does have a little silvery kind of feel to it. But what I can say is nothing. Not even a mark of discoloration anywhere in this glove. This glove was roughed up. I mean, I roughed it up. It was only, I think 4 rounds I sparred with this one, that one was only 2 rounds I sparred with that one. I sparred with this one 4 rounds in a cage, up against the cage, glove against the cage, you know. And this metallic doesn't look the same as this metallic, you know. I'll give it that. I like the way this metallic looks better, because it's more like metallic. But at the same time, you know, Fly is a little bit smart in picking that they don't put a real shiny metallic, and they're shinier metallic than this one, but it's a good looking metallic. It just, you know, it's coming off. It didn't hold up. 2 rounds on those, 4 rounds on these, and these held up nicely. You can see though, though that these are 16 ounce, these weigh 18.5 ounces. And you can see they're, you know, the amount of padding is about the same. You know, these are some fluffy gloves too, so I didn't, you know, I wasn't holding back with those either. But I did let my hands a little bit go more with this, but now I think with the padding, so you can see the padding on these two, how they are. Okay, so now you put it up against this one. You can see how the padding is. Man, it doesn't look that much different, but it is. I mean, it just is a lot of padding. It looks like a much bigger glove right there, right? I mean, this is just a big old glove. The back of the hand padding is just sticks out, bulges out. There's not much on the cuff, but there is a lot on the thumb. You can see how big and wide these look, but the padding inside here is lighter, you know. It's just lighter. This obviously is more pliable and everything. This is more stiff. But we're just going to go ahead and use these yakals and when I'm doing the Muay Thai class, and I'm going to put these through a lot of damage, so we'll see how they do, and I'll probably take these just to back up if, I don't know. I don't know. I just want to use different gloves too, but look at that, right off the bat, I start sparring and I use that other glove, and, I was blocking kicks and everything too, so you got to think of that. You're putting your hand up to block a kick. The shin guards, they have little designs or stitchings or etchings in them. They're coming hard, bro. And these are not gloves that are hitting your gloves. These are shin guards, like just smashing against your gloves with all of somebody's weight. I mean, it's another ball game, really, than just to say, hey, these are just boxing gloves and I only use them on the bags and I baby them and all that, which I do, but this is what happens when you start focusing and gearing yourself different with mixed martial arts than you do with just boxing. So just boxing, you can baby your gloves a little bit. With MMA, it's a little different. They want you to have your gloves on, and you're doing push-ups with your gloves on the floor, and you're jumping up and throwing your combinations, and you go back down to sprawl. Excuse me, but I had a little, I was gonna burp. But you're going back down to sprawl, you're jumping back up, you're throwing your combinations, you drop back down to the ground. Like, these are how you train in the mixed martial arts. It's totally different. So you abuse your gloves, I'd argue a little bit more, just because you're not just doing pure hitting with them. You're doing all this other crap. You're putting them underneath you so you can do your leg lifts. You're doing some different type of training, which I actually did with these too. So I was doing leg lifts and all this type of stuff when everyone else was sparring in the cage. Most of the people were watching the other people spar and then taking their turn and then watching other people spar again. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. When I'm not in the cage, I'm going to go to the heavy bags. They have, the 6-foot bags, and I'm just going to kick and punch those until it's my time again. And that's what I did. But I was also doing leg lifts and sit-ups and just trying to burn calories and lose the weight. So that's my goal. I got things to do. I mean, I got a certain way how I like to do things, and what I got to do is move. I can't be cold in there either. So a lot of those guys got me tired. I was after the first sparring session was good. The first few rounds, the ones I used, the new sportings, I wasn't like super tired, but we didn't really warm up either. So, and I'm better warm. So then I was on the bag for probably a good 30-40 minutes, and then they called me up to do my second round, my second little couple rounds. And then by that time I was pretty warm, but I was I was starting to get tired, which is my fault, nobody else's. I did some good sparring there, but I was feeling tired towards the end of that. Then I was sparring, then I went back onto the bags, and then I was the last one to spar again one more time. Couple more rounds, and I was tired then. So a couple of those guys got me when I was super tired. The last guy, he got me right with this one, this right hand that got me right there. He hit me pretty good, and he's a smaller guy, so obviously I wasn't gonna just retaliate all vicious. But he nailed me pretty good, and I was like, yeah, you know what? This guy's too unexperienced to be nailing me like that. But I mean, I was tired, so not a great excuse. I just got to get better. Anyways, that's pretty much it, boys. Just wanted to show you guys the new yakals. I am going to be using these and putting these through the testing, probably more vigorous testing I'm going to put anything through, really. And I'll have some backup gloves, just so I can get 2 gloves in for every session. And then we'll just see how that goes. So that's it for today, guys. And rico suave. Going to let you guys go. And, that's going to be it for today. You guys have a happy Labor Day for the rest of your day, 2022. And I'll catch you next time.